My PhD is on robot hands, robot teleoperation, and haptic feedback devices.
I'm getting my PhD in ECS, focusing on building fair and reliable machine learning systems.
So I'm getting my PhD in machine learning, and more specifically, I'm getting it in addressing the concerns and mitigating the concerns around privacy, security, and copyright risks in these systems.
I'm getting my PhD in mechanical engineering, and my research focuses on cognitive robotics, which is how robots think, plan, and act like humans.
I'm getting my PhD in robotics. More specifically, I try to develop robots that are physically intelligent, which means that they don't only have an intelligent brain, but also an intelligent body.
I'm getting my PhD in robotics and computational geometry.
I think that a lot of the language translation tools out there are really cool, including things like the Google Translate API, as well as AI assistant-based APIs like Claude.
Copilot, because it helps me with a lot of the boilerplate code that I generate for my research for a lot of projects that end up being very similar, so it helps automate that, makes that more efficient for me.
Probably ChatGPT. I think we've all been using it so much and seeing how it's changed a lot of the scope of what we're doing. So seeing how the world is progressing with that type of technology is really exciting.
GitHub Copilot, because it integrates very nicely into my coding environment and also helps with auto-completion tasks, and it saves a lot of time.
Right now, my favorite AI program would be ChatGPT and GitHub Copilot.
I really am interested in working with a couple of AI programs and method structures that have come out recently for robot manipulation. So action chunking transformers and diffusion policies.
I'd like to see AI be more useful in healthcare domains. That's my own research project, and I think there's really great potential for more growth and positive impact in that field.
It would be really cool to see AI being more useful in the healthcare setting, especially to help clinicians consolidate information from multiple sources and present information in a faithful and concise manner.
Helping protect and support the creative communities that we have in the world, such as artists, musicians, filmmakers, photographers, and especially because we've had a lot of conversation on AI and copyright and how these tools have been trained on copyrighted works, and also how they are kind of competing in the same markets as these creators and harming these creators in this way. And so what I'd love to see as a community is that we go out and work with these artists, work with these creators to essentially help build tools that actually help them in their creative process.
I think AI could be more useful as an assistant to humans, maybe as a digital assistant. So for example, when I open up my inbox in the morning, there are a lot of emails I need to reply to. I often know what to write, but actually putting out the words takes a lot of time for me as a non-native speaker. So having an assistant that always hits the right tone, no matter what conversation, that would be very helpful for me.
I would like it to be more useful in shape generation, like 3D modeling and design of robots, which will be really useful for my research also.
The medical field, and particularly in diagnosis, is something where we've seen AI already help augment doctors' abilities. So I think that that's a really promising area to see further developed. You think of anything else?